Hope you can hear me all right. I'm just recording on my phone to do this. I'll try and keep it fairly short. Team introduction. I'm Toots, coach of the Suffolk Suicune. A few of you know me by now. Just thought I'd do a quick, try and keep it quite brief. Bit of a sort of a team building video. Show how I do my team building. It's very basic. There's definitely better ways to do it. It's not optimal by any means, but it works for me. I usually do my team building on a Monday morning after I've logged on for work. I do it on my work laptop. Try to do as little work as possible and focus on the Pokemon, but you know, it doesn't always work out. This week's match is against Otto and the Pacific Slowbros. What I tend to do is pull up a spreadsheet. I basically pull the spreadsheet over from the VDL site, and I put it up on a spreadsheet, and I put all of the teams that I'm going to be facing week by week along the bottom. Hopefully you can see this. So there's me, Otto, the Bewares, Dilfu, so on and so forth along the bottom, and I just go through them week by week. I try not to look too far forward because you sort of confuse yourself with who you're facing and what you're trying to do. So I look at my team and I look at their team, and I basically just go on type effectiveness, because I think you can't really prep for everything that someone's going to do, and a lot of things change, or can change at least within the flow of the battle. But type effectiveness don't change per se. I know there are a couple of moves and someone will pull me up, trick or treat and that sort of thing, but as a general rule, you know, if you go up against an Umbreon is weak to Bug, Fairy, Fighting. It's resistant to Ghost and Dark, and it's immune to Psychic. Like, that's a fact. Generally, that doesn't change. So if you can see an obvious weakness in a team, you know, you try and capitalise on that. I think the Sussex Sableyes did that really well this week. I think it was this week. They had Terrakion with Earthquaking. Might have been last week actually. I don't think they've battled yet. Anyway. But they saw an obvious weakness in the ground types, and they got a fast Earthquaker out there, and they just spammed Earthquake, and it did really well. And that's based on type effectiveness, that the opponent's team is weak to ground, so get your ground moves in there. And I know it's not always going to work like that, but for me anyway, it's an easy way of building a team, because, as I say, especially going up against a player like Otto. You know, I have no idea what he's going to bring. It could be anything. I've made a guess based on. I basically look at what my weaknesses are and think about what they're going to bring based on what my weaknesses are. So in this case, I've looked at my team and I've looked at Otto's team, and I've got a feeling, or I think, that he'll bring these guys here. So Articuno, Galar, Blaziken, Primarina, Bisharp. Well, that's a bit of a funny story, really. Bisharp. When that first came out, I always called it Bisharp. Just a bit of trivia. I thought it was Bisharp because it's a bipedal Pokemon that's sharp. And then somebody highlighted to me that it was Bisharp because it's after a bishop from the chess set, just like Pawniard is, pre-evolution. So yeah, from then on, I called it Bisharp, but who knows? Someone can clarify for me which one it is. The Bisharp one makes the most sense. Anyway, Gorgeist, however, and I think I've got a feeling he might bring the Sea King just to counter my Manectric, because he's got 3 weak to Electric, but he's also got 3 immunities, one of them being Sea King. But we'll see. So this is kind of the team that I've prepped against. I hope he doesn't bring the Salamence. I don't think he will, because I don't think it does particularly well against my team, but who knows? The Intimidate's annoying, and the Dragon type moves could be annoying and could be an issue for me, because I'm bringing Flygon. So anyway, based on his sort of type effectiveness, he's got a lot of ground weaknesses, so I want to try and capitalise on that. And based on what I think he's going to bring, I've brought my team. I've put my team together, so I'm bringing Whimsicott, Moltres, Suicune, Lucario, Flygon, and Manectric. I'm not bringing Cresselia and Umbreon. I really wanted to. I really wanted to bring Umbreon. I thought he doesn't really have a good answer for Umbreon. But the problem that I kept coming across was he's got a Pokemon with competitive and a Pokemon with Defiant, and Umbreon really wants to be snarling, getting the stab snarls. But if he manages to get a couple of good switch-ins, which I don't doubt that he will, because I know he's a good player, it could cause me some troubles. If he switches in Bisharp or Articuno into a Snarl, I might do a little chunk out of Articuno, but it's certainly not going to Loco, and then he's then going to capitalise on that, I think. So I really wanted to bring Umbreon. It was in, I think I've revised my team 4 or 5 times now. I couldn't see a place for it because Umbreon's not particularly strong. It's very bulky. I thought about having some Yawns going. It was going to have Yawn, Snarl, Foul Play, and probably Protect, something like that. But the Foul Play, all the Pokemon that Umbreon wants to hit, especially for super effective, are not Gorgeist. Maybe it would have been alright against, but I don't know. It just didn't sit right. So I don't think it's going to do too much. I didn't think it was going to do too much. So it could be an error. The same with Cresselia, really. Cresselia, the only one Pokemon on his team which is weak to Psychic is Blaziken. I think he'll bring Blaziken, but I'm bringing Flygon, and I'm bringing Suicune. So I've got answers for it, hopefully. And again, if he brings the Bisharp and the Gorgeist, who knows? Cresselia's a tank, but it just doesn't have the damage output, and I feel like it would just be a sit and duck. You can Moonlight all you want, but eventually you're going to get taken out. So I opted to take both of those out. Whimsicott sets up a lot of the EVs. I've just gone 252, 252, 4, so don't judge me too much on this one. Flygon with a choice band, subject to change. I might change that before the battle. I'm hoping. My strategy is I've got the Flygon paired with the Manectric with the Air Balloon, so I can spam some Earthquakes and some Discharges. I know he's got Lightning Rod. My answer to the Lightning Rod, and to some extent, a few of his Pokemon rely on their abilities, like Primarina a little bit, with the Hyper Voices, Seaking with the Lightning Rod. Who else? There's a couple of others. I mean, Articuno to some extent with its competitive, Blaziken with the speed boost, Bisharp with the Defiant. A few of his rely on their abilities. So I've got where's Whimsicott? Oh, there you go. So I've got Worry Seed on Whimsicott. So, and I've actually gone for a physical Whimsicott. So I've got Seed Bomb. I couldn't fit a Fairy type on there. So again, I hope he doesn't bring the Salamence because Whimsicott would have been a good answer for it. So yeah, I've gone physical purely because both Primarina and Seaking are more specially bulky. Could have an Assault Vest. They are just generally more especially bulky. So I've gone for a Seed Bomb because Whimsicott's, I think its attack is only 10 points lower than its base special attack. So I thought, just take the hit and doing some calcs. I think Seed Bomb, it's not going to be an OHKO, but it's going to hopefully do a fair chunk if I can pull that off. The usual sort of Tailwind for obvious reasons, just in case. Because his Articuno, if he brings Articuno, it could be Trick Room, or it could be Tailwind. You don't know with that sort of thing. So I don't really have a good Trick Room answer. I'm just going to have to try and hope to take the Articuno out before it does anything. Again, you can only fit so many moves on it. Whimsicott suffers from 10 move syndrome. You want Taunt, you want Sunny Day, you want there's so many moves you want, but unfortunately you can only have the 4. So Whimsicott's come for that. Flygon, with the choice band. Hopefully it might change with Manectric with the Air Balloon, just so it can sit next to the Flygon. It can spam, get some discharges going while Flygon Earthquakes. Obviously, if it gets picked off, then it's going to cause a problem. If it gets touched, it gets hit by a Fake Out. He has got Fake Out in Indeedee. I don't think he's going to bring Indeedee. I hope he doesn't, but he might because of how annoying it is. But we'll see. I don't know. Suicune ultimately is to take out Ice Beam for the Salamence if he does bring it. I think I did some calcs, and I think that's a guaranteed 2-hit KO from Ice Beam. It's never going to OHKO, I don't think. Or maybe it was a guaranteed OHKO if he's got no bulk, something like that. But obviously being 4 times weak, Skulls, Ice Beam, and then just a filler move in Tailwind. Again, I wanted to put Snarl on both Suicune and Manectric, just because he's got a few special attackers, but just the risk of bringing in, of him switching in onto a Snarl, it was just too great. You know, he's just going to capitalise on that and pull my pants down. So yeah, I haven't done that. So I've just got Tailwind just think if Whimsicott gets taken out, then at least I can hopefully take a couple of hits. Suicune's physically bulky, max physical bulk, purely because the two that are going to hit it hardest are Gorgegeist and something else. What else has he got? Oh, Jolteon. Yeah, see, Gorgegeist's going to hit it the hardest with a physical grass move. I haven't concerned myself too much with Jolteon, purely because theoretically I can get Manectric next to Suicune so that he can't hit it with electric moves, so that's, you know, we'll see. Lucario, I did some really quick calcs, and basically if he brings the Bisharp, Vacuum Wave with no investment in special attack actually will OHKO the Bisharp. I have got investment in special attack purely because I've got the dark move on there, and then I've got Aura Sphere just in case he does bring the Indeedee and I can't use the Vacuum Wave. Lucario should still outspeed the Bisharp. So if the Bisharp comes in, if I get Lucario against Bisharp, theoretically the Bisharp's getting taken out every time because he can't use Sucker Punch. Lucario is faster, and the Aura Sphere definitely will take it out with a full investment in special attack. And then I got my boy Moltres in there because he's just been smoking boots, as he does. Scorching Sand, because of the ground type coverage, Air Slash and Heat Wave. I've taken the. Oh, I've just noticed I've got 2 Life Orbs. Ignore that. I won't have 2 Life Orbs in the real thing. I think I've got 2 Focus Sashes as well, but don't worry about that. Yeah, I think Moltres will probably end up going for the wide lens because I haven't missed a Heat Wave yet. I haven't missed an Air Slash, and I'd quite like that to continue because I think, you know, a missed move, it always misses the one you want it to hit. You know, if he's got Gorgegeist out and I hit a Heat Wave, it's always going to miss the Gorgegeist if it's going to miss any. So yeah, so it'll probably end up being the wide lens again, and then it's just Heat Wave, Air Slash and Scorching Sand. So hopefully, fingers crossed. I hope this video isn't too long. I can't actually see the front of my phone without sticking my head in the way. So I'm just going to end it there, and the boy Gert is going to be doing the commentary from my side of the battle anyway. Hopefully he'll have a quick watch of this and he might comment on this and tell me I'm stupid and I've picked the wrong things and I should have gone for the Umbreon and the Cresselia and done some stall play, but I'm not a fan of stall playing. You know, it's not fun. Personally, you know, each to their own, but I personally don't find it fun. I'd rather, you know, win an out or lose an out. But I mean, on the other hand, you know, you can lose all by yourself by letting your player timer run out. But you know, that's another story for another day. So I think I'm going to end it there, and pass it over to Gert for the commentary on the actual battle. Good luck to Otto. I'm not confident. I'm just going to have a bit of fun, and hopefully my sets can do some work. And yeah, we'll see where we go from there. So yeah, good luck, have fun to Otto, and speak to you all soon. Bye.
Hello there, VDL Nation. I am back 2 in 1 day with week 4 match in the VDL versus Otto and Toots. That would be the Pacific Slowbro versus the Suffolk Suicune. Here we are, 2 unbeaten teams, 3-0 in the same division, facing off, right? Otto has his Indeedee weakness policy, hello. Psychic Seed Bisharp, Occa Gorgeist, Salamence, Blaziken. Toots has got his trusty Whimsicott Moltres Suicune core, alongside Manectric, Flygon, and Lucario. Interesting matchup here. Like, it really looks like Moltres does well, if not for that Primarina. Weakness policy Indeedee, that's insane. What has Otto got up his sleeve here? He's leading the Indeedee. Not sure what he wants to go for here. He's looking at the Salamence. I'd say you have to worry about trying to break Suicune if you're not going to bring the Gorgeist. Blaziken. Nope, Salamence. Okay, Citra Salamence comes. Primarina I think has to come. Yeah, and Gorgeist, because otherwise you're going to really struggle to break Suicune, potentially. So, Otto is locked in. 2-7 I think. Okay, here we go. Game 1. Pacific Slowbro and Suffolk Suicune. 2 unbeaten teams. Someone's about to take their first loss of the season. Alright, Toots leads Manectric Flygon. Whereas Otto and Indeedee Salamence. Air Blue Manectric. Okay, no Intimidate from the Salamence. Doubling into the Flygon here. Clicked his move so fast I didn't quite see what Indeedee clicked. But I did see Salamence targeting the Flygon. Obviously you have to fear the Follow Me here. As well as worry about Protect. But with Manectric you can Volt Switch in and out. Flygon's got plenty of spread moves that can pass through. Maybe a Break and Swipe. Fake Out. Because it's Levitate. You can Fake Out. Discharge, not going to affect the Flygon. Faster than Salamence. Does a good chunk to each of them. Dragon Claw comes out into the Flygon. And we'll just pick up the KO. That's very clever from Otto to be carrying... Oh, it's Moxie. Okay. Very clever from Otto to be carrying Fake Out on your Psychic Terrain Indeedee, knowing that your opponent has a Levitate Mon. Suicune comes in. Probably has his ice moves, maybe Icy Wind. Expanding Forces coming out here. And looking at a Protect on the Salamence. Yep. Okay, so Discharge is nowhere near safe now. That Toots is next to Suicune. Manectric goes for the Protect. Salamence goes for the Protect. Expanding Force Indeedee faster than the Suicune. Does a very nice chunk to Suicune. Tailwind, okay, interesting. Speed control with the Suicunes now. Follow Me coming up from the Indeedee. And a big Dragon Claw into the Suicune and Manectric. He just wants to take out the Manectric, okay. Follow Me is going to be difficult to get around here. Perhaps Icy Wind, but that doesn't seem necessary now you got the Tailwind up. Blizzard, just a straight Blizzard would be crazy. Manectric really not doing too much damage here. You could have Snarl, but that would actually proc the weakness policy on Indeedee. Suicune goes for Protect here. Follow Me comes out. Manectric goes for another Discharge, trying to get those Paras. Oh, gets the power on the Salamence, that could be huge. Oh, find out it's Lunberry. Oh no, Citrus is Citrus. We already knew this. I'm dumb. Dragon Claw comes out, straight into Manectric, and a +1, it will just take it out. So now, Otto is 2-1 up, with a +2 Salamence. Toots needs to be able to take out this Indeedee here. Just another Expanding Force coming out here. and a protect from the... Oh no. Yeah, protect. Not being able to break the NDD easily here is very, very difficult for Toots to deal with. Whimsicott just opts into protect. Salaman's protecting. Suicune goes for the Scold. Straight into the NDD. Doesn't pick up the KO. Does get the burn though. And we find out it's the Life Orb Suicune. And now an Expanding Force might just take out Suicune. That little bit of chip from the Life Orb might be the difference. And it is... Oh, gonna live. But the fact that it's Life Orb means it's gonna die next turn. Protect Rock Slide coming out here from Otto. Oh, follow me. Sorry, I missed that. Seed Bomb, physical Whimsicott. Will take out the NDD. It won't be a 4-0. Ice Beam. Okay. Won't be a 3-0. But Suicune will be going down to the Life Orb damage here. Tailwind is now gone. Psychic Terrain is now gone. I don't think Whimsicott's going to have enough to take out the Gorgeist. It's good information for Toots to get here though, knowing that the two that you brought in the back were Gorgeist and Primarina. Frisk, you'll see it's Sash, okay. Good information for Otto. Going for the straight Poltergeist. Perish Zone, oh, interesting. And Protect on Prim. Seed Bomb into the Protect. Otto makes the right read and goes for the Poltergeist, which will land. And do about 75% to the Whimsicott. So it's going to be very difficult. Just checking out his speed stats there, I think. Might be able to just gauge how much Seed Bomb's doing here on this Primarina for game 2. Oh, that's a really good chunk. Obviously, Primarina's special defense being much higher than its physical defense. But Prim will just finish off Whimsicott's and also takes game 1, 2-0. Certainly some interesting brings there from both teams. I think Toots need to adjust to be able to deal with the NDD, because NDD was just giving him a really hard time there. What else does he need to do? Okay, let's have a quick look. Because Prim is very hard to deal with once Manectric goes down, so maybe don't lead Manectric. I'm not really sure what Lucario does here. Looking to go for the same lead again also. NDD Salamence, why not? It worked before. Fake out on NDD is so clever here because that would hit Moltres and Flygon. Still thinking about his lead here. Again, just what do we think Toots does differently here? How does he deal with the Salamence? I mean, Flygon went down turn 1, so maybe he protects with Flygon turn 1. He's going for the same 4, which I think makes sense. It's tough. he doesn't break the Indeedee very easily at all. He's got like no stabs. There's no stabs on his team for Indeedee, no dart types. I don't know if he's got any dart type moves at all. Okay, here we go into game 2. Bug, he's got no bug moves. Maybe Flygon, no. Suicune Lucario, okay, switching it up completely. Okay, so Fake Out isn't an option anymore. Indeed, he's just going for the big expanding force right off the bat. Maybe looking to make a switch to Prim here, I would guess, if anything. Or just protect. Yeah. That's 3 damage of expanding force. Salamence protects. Oh, he does have the Dark Pulse. Interesting. This is going to proc the policy. I know this expanding force is going to do such big damage. Weakness policy in DD. Big brain. Oh, good God. Wow. Ice Beam into the protect. What a turn 1 from the Slowbros there. Oh my lord. Weakness policy in DD. Never thought I'd see it. Holy shit, that just wiped out Lucario and pretty much wiped out Suicune. It's like it needs 2 life orb chips away from killing itself. Toots is thinking hard now. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around from this point. Salamance's back is so weird. Okay, he brought Moltres, okay. Expand Force Rockslide is safe. Because we know that the Indeedee is faster than the Suicune. Oh, Moltres is the fastest thing on the field. Hoping to get a flinch. Rockslide comes out. No Charty Berry. Oh, dearie me. Okay, Salamence picks up a double KO, putting itself to +2 with Moxie. Oh, my bad. Wow. Toots is now in a 1v4 position in game 2. Oh, Manectric. Poor sweet innocent Manectric. Yeah, I think a Dragon Claw just kills. There's not really any need to do anything else. Protect from the Indeedee. Discharge. Unless he gets the para full para. No. Fell out the first hurdle. And Salamence will just pick up the KO on Manectric and take the set 2-0 for the Pacific Slowbros. So, our Season 3 champion also takes the win here and becomes the only undefeated team in that division, I believe. Good game. I mean, that was very tough for Toots there. I don't really know what you could have done differently there, mate. But GG. Weakness policy in DD. Wow. Wow. This is why I like doing commentary, because that stuff is insane when you see it first time. Thank you guys for watching. Send your shit to me, and I'll see you guys next time.